to Beautifully Rooted and Uniquely Grown. I'm Mary, upstate of South Carolina, Zone 8A. It is approximately 10:30 in the morning and the temperature is already 84 degrees with the humidity at 71%. So it's going to be a hot one. Ignore the sweat that you can probably already see running off my face. Today I wanted to tell you a story about basil. It's probably going to be a short story because it's hot. So on May the 10th, I decided to start some seeds. Got out my seed starting mix, got out my seed starting trays, got them all prepped up, dropped my seeds in, and thought it's probably warm enough outside that I should put these in the shade and just let them go ahead and start their journey in the South Carolina heat. So I did that to put them on my back porch, and it is screened in so that the birds couldn't steal my seeds, and put them on the east side so that they got the good morning sun. And 2 days after I put them out there, I had seeds sprouting. Not the basil, but other seeds. And I thought, man, this is sweet. So things kept sprouting and still not the basil. And things started getting leggy. And so I thought, well, I guess it's not bright enough in this covered area for the seedlings. So I moved them outside. We'll come back to that another day. Let's talk about the basil. The basil took forever to germinate. I started two kinds. I started this Everleaf Emerald Towers, and I started this Noga, I guess is how you say it, both from Botanical Interest. And they took a really long time, and when they finally did sprout, they kept their baby leaves for a really long time and just didn't grow. And I thought, man, I've done something wrong. I was very pleased with the germination rate. I had 100% germination rate. I started 3 of each one, but they just were not growing. And so today is July the 12th. They are 2 months old, and this is my basil. Very short, very small. So I decided to Google it and try to determine what I did wrong. And what I learned from the Google box is that basil in the seedling stage, if exposed to extreme heat, will go into preservation mode. And shortly after I started my seeds, we were hit with a heat wave. So my basil went into preservation mode and stayed in the baby seedling stage with just the first 2 leaves for the longest time before it ever got its first true set of leaves. It actually didn't get its first true set of leaves until I moved it into a cooler area. And because it did so well, I took it from the shaded greenhouse where I have a swamp cooler to help keep things manageable during the day. And I reset up my seed starting station in my garage, and I put the basil there. And since then, it has really started to thrive. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the seeds. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the seed starting mix. The problem the whole time was the plant was doing what it was supposed to do and doing as little as possible to survive. So now that we've got some good growth, I'm actually going to fertilize these guys again today. I'm going to stick with half strength this time just because I'm a little nervous about how small they still are. They've got plenty of leaves on them at this point, but I do still want to try to keep them safe and not burn the roots up. So we're going to do half strength, and then I'm going to bring you guys back in a week and we're going to check on their progress. So here's where they are today, and we'll see where they are next time. For the fertilizer that I'm going to use today, I'm going with Espoma's Organic Grow. And again, I'll do it at 50%. I've got them in a small tray, and I'll just bottom water with the fertilizer, and we'll see what happens. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.